Ukrainian drones attacked military facilities in the Rostov region of the Russian Federation. This was reported by Russian Telegram channels. According to Telegram channels, the air raid alarm was declared in the Rostov region. It is claimed that drones destroyed 2 military radar stations in this area. NASA images of fires are cited as evidence. The video is published by the Telegram channel Exilenova Plus. So, Ukrainian Defense Forces struck 2 important targets in Rostov Oblast, Russia: the RLK-1, navigation of the South Radar Complex, and a facility on the territory of a former air defense base. RLK-1 Navigation South is part of the infrastructure of the Aeronavigation South branch in Rostov-on-Don and performs key tasks in organizing air traffic in southern Russia. In particular, the complex provides aircraft detection and tracking, navigation and route coordination, and is also responsible for radio technical flight support, aviation telecommunications, and satellite communications. The facility is of strategic importance to Russian aviation, and it is part of the country's centralized air traffic control system. The former air defense unit and military town were the base of the 1244th Anti-Aircraft Missile Regiment, which was armed with S-300 PS missiles in the 1990s. The Russians have probably decided to restore the base and use it in the war against Ukraine. The unit's territory houses a radar complex similar to the RLK-1, which probably performs similar tasks. Acting Governor of Rostov Oblast, Yuri Slyusar, confirmed on his Telegram channel that there was a massive UAV attack on military and strategic facilities in Rostov Oblast on the night of September the 4th. But he says that Russian air defense allegedly repelled the air attack, destroying and intercepting UAVs in Novoshakhtinsk, Kamensk, Semikarakorsk, Milerovsky, Tarasovsky, Krasnosulinsky, Dubovsky, and Sholokovsky districts. According to Slyusar, dry grass caught fire in Tarasovsky, Milerovsky, and Dubovsky districts due to falling drone fragments. The fires were quickly extinguished. It should be noted that President Volodymyr Zelensky promised an asymmetric response to new massive attacks on Ukraine by the Russian army in early September of this year. According to him, Russia must feel the consequences of its impudence. Earlier, drones struck railway infrastructure in Russia's Rostov Oblast, causing delays to passenger services. Regional Governor Yuri Slyusar claimed Rostov Oblast, which borders Ukraine, serves as a key logistics hub for Russian military supplies. Kiev has repeatedly targeted the region's transport infrastructure to disrupt Moscow's supply chains. Russian railways said 26 passenger trains were delayed by around 4 hours. Local authorities claim that an unexploded ordnance landed on the roof of the Kutynikovo station building, prompting the evacuation of passengers and staff. No casualties were reported. As a result of the drone attack, the contact network was temporarily disrupted, Slyusar said. The building is now cordoned off. The bomb squad has been called in.
Fighters of the 27th Brigade of the Ukrainian National Guard destroyed the $40 million S-300V anti-aircraft missile system belonging to the occupying Russian army near the settlement of Alexeivka in the Zaporozhye region. The complex, which was in motion at night, was blown up and disabled by missiles fired from a drone. After the first strike, the crew members abandoned the equipment and fled. It is also said that the radar station of the Buk anti-aircraft missile system was destroyed in the same area.
In recent days, a number of successful strikes have been carried out on Russian military facilities in Crimea. Russian air defense systems have been destroyed, and more. On the eve of these attacks, reconnaissance aircraft and drones from NATO countries were on duty over Romania and the Black Sea. After the strikes, aerial reconnaissance assessed the consequences. Crimreli looked into how the Ukrainian military interacts with Western intelligence services. The last week of summer, from August the 25th to the 31st, turned out to be the most explosive in annexed Crimea. Ukrainian attacks on Russian military facilities occurred every day. Their results were not immediately known, but they are impressive. On the morning of August the 26th, explosions were heard in Zankoy and Krasnogvardisky district. Smoke rose over Zankoy, and the day after the strike, an assessment of its consequences were conducted. The reconnaissance was carried out by the state-of-the-art bombardier Artemis II of the private American company Lasai Aviation LLC, which leases its aircraft to government agencies. The second reconnaissance aircraft is a U.S. Navy Boeing P-8A Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft. Its reconnaissance suite includes electronic support measures and intelligence, surveillance and intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities, which provide comprehensive situational awareness. On August the 26th, according to monitoring channels, a Boeing E-3F Sentry airborne early warning aircraft of the French Air Force was operating over the western part of the Black Sea. And late in the evening and at night, on August the 27th, explosions were heard in the area of the Saki airfield in Novofedorovka, as well as the Belbek airfield and Cape Fiolent in Sevastopol. The next day, a NATO Air Force Boeing E-3A Sentry airborne early warning and control aircraft with the call sign NATO 09 conducted reconnaissance from the airspace over Romania. According to open data, the reconnaissance range of the E-3A Sentry is 600 kilometers, which means that its zone includes Crimea to the Kerch Peninsula, part of the Sea of Azov to Genishesk, and the territory of Melitopol by land. In addition, a strategic reconnaissance aircraft of the Royal Air Force Boeing RC-135W Rivet Joint, call sign RRR-7228, appeared over the Black Sea. This is a specialized electronic surveillance aircraft that can be used in all theaters of military operations in strategic and tactical missions. The main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that on August the 28th, in the Temryuk Gulf of the Sea of Azov, fighters from the Prizraki Special Forces Unit damaged the ship's radar of a small missile ship of the Buyan M project with an air drone strike, and special forces from the Active Operations Department of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine attacked the side of this Caliber carrier. On the same day, special forces of the Active Operations Department of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense attacked the Russian 91N6E radar system from the S-400 Triumph air defense missile system. The corresponding video was published on the department's Telegram channel. On the evening of August the 29th, explosions were heard in Novofedorovka and Sevastopol. The Russian military airfields Saki and Belbek were under attack. On August the 30th, there was a lot of noise in many areas of the peninsula. Explosions were heard in Saki, Yevpatoria, Simferopol, and in the Armyansk area. A landscape fire broke out near the airfield in Novofedorovka. On August the 31st, a U.S. Air Force Northrop Grumman RQ-4B Global Hawk strategic reconnaissance drone with the call sign Fort 10 patrolled the Black Sea for about 15 hours straight. Ukrainian intelligence also said that drones attacked the Russian airbase in Vardeskoy near Simferopol. 2 Mi-8 helicopters were hit. Their estimated value is estimated at $20 to $30 million. In addition, the BUK 2190 tugboat was destroyed in the Sevastopol Bay.